come tap with me, emotional freedom technique. I'm gonna start right away. Just follow along. I invite you to give it a go. So, tapping emotional freedom technique is a combination of our energetic meridians. It influences positively our amygdala, where we have, that fires up when we are in fight, flight, freeze, etc. And modern psychology. So it can also be considered part of the somatic work. So tap on this is called the karate chop, or the side of your hand, and repeat after me. We're going to do the most common thing, stress. So even though I feel stressed, and I invite you on purpose, think of certain things that generate stress, that you feel stressed about, situation, people, work, whatever it is. If there's another emotion that is really dominant right now, instead of stress, just add it yourself. So repeat after me. Even though I'm so stressed, I'm still curious what this is all about. Even though I'm so stressed and overwhelmed, I'm still willing to be curious and see what's good about this. Take a breath in. Even though I'm so stressed and overwhelmed and worried, I still choose to love and accept myself anyway. Top of your head, I do it with a flat hand. You can do whatever feels good for you. All this stress. Eyebrows, where they start growing. I'm so stressed. Side of your eyes. I am so stressed about work. I'm so stressed about my relationships. Under your nose. I'm so stressed that I'm never gonna make it. I'm so stressed that this is as good as it gets. I'm stressed that I'm gonna lose it all. I'm stressed about the deadlines. Take a breath in. And then notice in your body, where do you feel the stress? We also can do the assessment, self-assessment at the beginning, just before we start tapping. And where do I feel the stress? On a scale from 0 to 10, subjectively, how intense is it? Eyebrows, where they begin to grow. All the stress in my shoulders, my chest. You say out loud where in your body you feel it. All this stress. I wonder if I can do the same thing without as much stress. I wonder if I can meet the deadlines and actually have fun doing it. But I still feel stress in my shoulders. Okay, question to you. If the stress, this tension could look like something, what color would it be? What shape would it be? So if I would guess, for me, it's black and it looks like rocks. Some people it's dark clouds, blobs, spiky, fiery. Give it a color and shape. It's easier then to work with it and manage it, and you'll be faster. You'll be able to faster get through it. This black stress. If this stress had a message for me, what would it be? And then just listen into it. So counterintuitively, welcome in the stress and start communicating with it. Parts and emotions that come up always have either wisdom or a positive intention, but the strategy is sometimes it's destructive. Take a breath in again. If this stress had a message for me, what would it be? So it could be, this is really important. I want you to be serious. And here you're procrastinating. Okay, thank you for sharing. Fair enough. What is coming up for you? If this stress had a positive intention, what would it be? Okay, so the most common thing would be, well, I want you to be successful. Good point, stress, good point. And what would it feel like when I'm successful? And just notice what comes up for you. So for me, it would be like a sense of relief. Okay. So because this stress and this part of me wants me to be successful so that I can feel relief, that must mean that this part actually cares for me and for everybody that is involved in whatever I'm stressed about. I'm just assuming, okay, yep. So, and then just notice again, like if it was a 7 at the beginning, or 6 or 8 or 9, what is it now? Give it a subjective assessment again. Your nose. What if I'm more serious than I need to be? Possibly, but also, what if I really, 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 really care? That's also possible. And this part actually wants me to be successful. Okay, and what would it feel like when I'm successful and relieved? Oh, the happiness comes up, joy, connection. Because when I do it and when I meet the projects or the deadlines that I want to meet, I know others will benefit from it as well. And I'll be in integrity. Okay, so now it makes sense why I'm stressed. And I still wonder, what if I can do it with more joy? Because this part wants me to feel successful and happy and joyful, what is possible that I can chunk it down into smaller pieces and actually enjoy the process? And just notice what happens in your body. Does it intensify? Does it drop a little bit? Just speaking about it and adding your specific thoughts as well will make it also come down, come down, come down. When it's down around a 4 or 5, we can start introducing positive statements. I actually care, and I want to succeed. And I never considered that I can be successful without as much stress. I always thought that stress was part of success. And I don't want to believe that anymore. Yes, stress is part of life. And what if I can use it as fuel? What if I can use this stress that comes up to remind me, hey, let's do something for 15 minutes. Yeah, I can do that. And then let's go back to communicating with this part. Is this part aware that it was generating so much stress that it actually stopped me in my tracks? And is this the best and the most effective strategy to get to the outcome of success and relief? What other ways, what other thoughts can I create and this part can generate that will meet its reason for existence? Well, I can tell myself, let's do this, and I can do this. And I can think about the outcome as if it's complete. So this is another thing that as top athletes, when you have presentations, exams, important things, when you start visualizing yourself completing it, even workouts, you see yourself completing it in the sense of like, yeah, accomplishment, the likelihood of you getting that drive to move into action is much, much, much higher. And the freeze or procrastination response is going to be smaller. So I promise you there are ways that can help us be more in this flow so that what we truly desire and want, because it's aligned with our values and our actions, so that it actually pulls us and we're like, actually, I want to do that. It is possible. It is really possible. So check in with yourself. How do you feel now? And repeat after me. I am ready. And did the color and the shape of the part that was stressed, did it change? Just check it. I can do this. I want to do this. I choose to do this. I get to do this. The power of language. When you replace have to, must with I get to, I choose to, you get also your power back. Language is very, very, very important. And it's not about us being constantly aware of it, but when our body is giving us like the thought, symptoms of like stress or tension, it is because we're thinking in a way that is not allowing a most creative flow for us to be in our top performing state. Again, we can understand all of this, but this is one of the techniques to actually embody it. And when you negotiate and work with those parts, you can start creating and enjoying internal, long-lasting change. And it's layer by layer, layer by layer. And I'll tell you what, most of my clients, and I work with thousands of people, a lot of them said, I wish the tapping was introduced earlier to our coaching because it's just so available, so simple. One of my clients, as an attorney, would, before she would go into the courtroom to represent her clients, she would go and into the ladies' room, would tap, and then would say at the end, like, these are my intentions, this is who I want to be, this is my how I want it to go. I'm speaking eloquently, I am confident, I know my stuff. Also coming from the genuine value of knowing that the client has the right to what they're looking for. So repeat after me, and we're going to finish in a few seconds. I know I can. That reminds me of the song. I know I can be what I want to be. Let me know if you know the song, and if you know the artist, also let me know. I know I can be what I want to be, and I also know it's going to take effort, and there might be some stress. And what if I can operate on 20% stress versus 93? And notice what happens in your body. Notice where you felt stress, how do you feel it now? If it could look like something, what does it look now? And ask this energy, this part, this sensation, is it willing to play a new role in a new way so that it can go to the actual intention that it was designed to do? Success, relief, or whatever it was for you. And just notice what comes up. Willingness is enough. Take a breath in and out. Shake it off. And let me know, how was it for you and how do you feel?